With stellar performances by Dev Anand and Wahida Rehman and a timeless album by S.T. Burman and Shailendra, Guide has made a lasting impression on our collective memory. The film revolves around the transformation of the character played by Dev Sahab from Raju Guide to saintly Swamiji.
जिस्म जैसी मांगे करना भूल गया, मन तड़पना तड़पाना भूल गया, जीवन आज जैसे मुट्ठी में है, मौत जैसे खेल है.
The National Film Heritage Mission has embarked on a journey to restore iconic Indian classics. Much like the making of a film involves a dedicated group of people, the task of preserving films is a commitment to safeguarding the original artwork. The fragile nature of celluloid demands careful preservation and maintenance. Frames are carefully repaired by hand before being digitized in high-quality resolution.
The digitization of a film, when you do it at high resolutions, it is like using a microscope. And all the defects which have been, which are kind of happened because of the passage of time, those are going to get magnified. And the obvious thing there is the restoration aspect.
A Guide also had places where we could see that color was an issue. There are different color casts happening on the reels. There were a few shots which had missing frames. We tried to figure out some ways where we could regenerate those missing frames. Few frames where we could see that there was cut and there was a split in the frame. And bringing back those shots together is a challenge in restoration.
जब हम लोगों ने इसका असेसमेंट किया तो हम लोगों ने इसमें पाया कि इसमें एक जर्क है जो मुझे लगा कि इसमें 2-3 फ्रेम मिसिंग है, कुछ कट करके इसमें डाला गया है, तो हम लोगों ने इसका एक दूसरा एलिमेंट फाइंड आउट किया, वो हम लोगों ने इसमें इंसर्ट करके फिर हम लोगों ने उसके ऊपर काम किया. ये एक सीन था जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा बैड फ्रेम्स थे हमारे पास, लेकिन हमने इसका आरपी नहीं खोजा, हमारे पास इसके हम लोगों ने उसके ऊपर ही काम किया.
The main challenges were some dialogues or some portions of the film were missing. So one of the challenge was to find the remaining portion of his breath and then replace the missing ambience by constructing the ambience from the same scene itself. Saturation and distortion have been common problems across almost all the titles that have come in by now.
Miss Nalini kahan rehti hain?
But electric buzz is something that has to be very surgically removed on the while looking at it on the spectrogram. Use a lot of filters, but while doing all of that, make sure that you are not touching the tonality of the original content.
मिलके जो धड़के हैं दो दिल हरदम ये कहेंगे कहीं बीते ना तो कहीं.
There are two aspects to passing on film to the future generations. One is you have to preserve the original element which the filmmaker himself had created. Then we have to think of how the future generations are going to watch this film, and there we have to think about the requirement of the future audience, which is new technology platforms, their requirements in terms of higher quality. And essentially today it means we have to digitize those films at highest possible resolutions.
NFDC brings us Indian classics which have been restored to be showcased at IFFI this year. Restoring these classics in 4K resolution will grant the future generations the opportunity to cherish our historical and cultural legacy.
Film decomposition is a chemical reaction. It essentially moves in an exponential curve, and in India we are already at a point where we cannot afford to lose any more collection that we already have lost.
Films available in public domain often do not uphold archival ethics and do not present them in correct aspect ratio and resolution. The digital 4K transformation of the classic will ensure that its legacy continues for ages to come.